Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, May 12th. Sure, you can tell me it's July, I don't even know anymore. Okay, anyway, hey guys, adult class, make sure you guys get yourselves warmed up. Today's a continuation of yesterday's training, so make sure you guys did yesterday's class, review yesterday's class, so that you're staying on track with everything, okay? Today we're jumping into self-defenses as soon as you guys are all done with your warm-ups. Good, you all done? Are you sure? Good, so we're going to jump into self-defenses. Number twos today, number twos. Okay. White belt number 2, the attacker grabs on with 2 hands. We're going to grab the wrist, the right hand goes high in the sky, step straight back, taking my opponent off balance. I twist my hips, I drop my elbow, bring my hand to my ear, and elbow strike ki. Watch again. Grab the wrist, arm goes up, step back, twist the hips, drop the elbow, hand to your ear, and strike ki. One more time. Make sure when you step back, guys, we have a nice wide stance here. We don't want to be narrow because I'm going to be off balance. I have a wide stance. Ki, so we're going to do this for you right here facing you. We grab the wrist with our left hand. The right hand goes high in the sky. Step straight back with that left foot. Twist the hips. Drop the elbow and strike ki. Okay? Make sure you guys get a good 10 to 12 reps in. Remember, if you don't have a partner, it's not a problem. You just do it on air. Okay? All right, yellow number 2. You're on this side, sir. Two-hand grab right here, a double lapel grab. Our right hand's going to go up over the top. My thumb goes in the back of the hand. My middle finger goes under. I kick to the groin. That's going to make him let go. I peel the hand off and I turn it over. I bring my other thumb in right here. So now we have a nice butterfly grip. Middle finger's in the wrist. I push. Step behind the arm. Break the elbow. Watch again. Thumb, middle finger, kick. Turn it over. Butterfly grip, apply pressure. You don't want to hold the hand down here. You can stand up and punch. I want to apply pressure, joint manipulation, step in behind the elbow, descending elbow, right on the elbow. Okay, we're going to turn this around, get a little bit closer. So by Bailey, please focus on the hand position here. Over the top, see where the thumb is, right here. Right in the back of the hand. Middle finger here. Kick to the groin, that makes him let go. Turn the hand over, bring the other thumb in. Apply pressure. Notice my middle finger is in the wrist. That's the fulcrum. Thumbs push for leverage right here. Okay? Now once we have them in this position, we can step in behind and break that out. All right. Moving on, orange 2. This is a full Nelson. Under the arms, behind the head. Hit the hands, kick the knee, grab the hands. Not the fingers, the hands. I want you to squeeze right here so his fingers spread as you do this. Extend the arms, step between you and your opponent, pull one arm across the stomach and the other hand behind the back. Watch again. Hit, kick, grab, stretch, and step through. Last time, remember you're smashing the hands right on the bony part of the back of the hand. That's going to make him let go of you. Stretch it out and step through. Okay, green number 2. Attacker's over there. Back up a little bit more some. Joshu. Joshu's going to do a skip front kick. I'm going to shuffle back to maintain distance. I'm going to shuffle back in, front palm straight to the face. That's going to get his arms up and him reeling back a little bit. I level change and I'm going to shoot in. Shoulder to the body. My ears on his back and grab him around the waist behind the knee. Lean into him so his weight's on the back leg and scoop this leg up high. Now notice I get this all the way up to my waist. Now I take a baby step here so I can put this leg behind him. Now, I'm not going to take him straight back. I'm going to twist to my right. Notice the controlled landing. I hold him up so he doesn't land too hard. Hit the groin with your left hand. That's right, left hand. Then you're going to reach back and hook the foot and throw it. Step up to the head. Left hand again. Ki, that's 2 left punches. Okay? Go ahead. Shuffle back in front palm strike. Lower the level. Shoot. Okay? Now guys, the bad guy's not going to be nice and put his elbows up like this for you. So, thank you for not elbowing me in the head, but I have to know to get in underneath it. Grab the waist, behind the knee, lean in, and lift high. All the way up to your belt. Take a baby step and step behind the leg and twist. hit the groin, throw the leg, punch and ki. Last time. Shuffle back, palm strike in, lift, step behind the leg, and twist. Hit, throw, ki. Okay? Gotta grab a knife. All right, now we're moving on to blue number 2. Attacker's going to do a step through overhead strike. Okay, we're going to high block with that front arm. Now I'm going to shuffle in. When I do this, I see a lot of you guys make the mistake of moving towards the guy with the knife at the same time. I don't move at a knife like this. I don't go, hey, look, a knife, let me get closer. Okay, your reaction is going to be here. Okay, block, cover your body, block. Now, to get my arm in position here, I do need to close distance. So I'm going to quickly move here. Shoot this arm underneath, grab my wrist, squeeze my elbows, shrug my shoulder. Now I'm going to take 2 steps. 1, 2, punch and ki, take the knife by the handle. Again. Overhead stab, high block, shuffle in. Under, grab my own wrist. Squeeze your elbows so his arm doesn't extend when you bring it down. Shrug your shoulder, take 2 steps. 1, 2. Punch and ki. Take the knife by the handle. We're going to show you from the other side now. High block. Shuffle in. Shoot this arm through here, under his arm, and grab your own wrist. You have to squeeze your elbows here. If I don't squeeze my elbows, that knife's going to come right down to my side. So I squeeze my elbows, shrug that shoulder, and 2 steps. Punch and ki, take the knife. Now, in a street fight, guys, I wouldn't be so nice taking him to the ground. Somebody comes at me with a knife and tries to stab, okay? Go ahead. Okay? I want his feet to go in the air, him to land on the back of his head, and his shoulder to dislocate. I want his shoulder to come out just like the arm on a G.I. Joe figure. If you're old enough to know what a G.I. Joe figure is, well, good. Okay? Everybody should know who G.I. Joe is. All right?
Sensei.
You know who G.I. Joe is?
Who Sensei?
Who was the bad guy in G.I. Joe?
Cobra?
Cobra! Good job. Good job. All right, guys, so now, moving on. We're on purple number 2. Is a cross wrist grab. I want to pin his hand in my hand. This is not the same as our yellow 3. This is purple 2. We're going to pin this hand. I want to secure his grip. I don't want him to slip away. Now I'm going to pivot, fingers to the sky. Notice I turn 90 degrees to my left. Now I'm going to pivot all the way back to my right. Fingers and thumb go over the top of the wrist. Turn it back towards him. Now I'm going to roll my wrist towards him like I'm revving a motorcycle in reverse. Just so you guys know, you don't rev motorcycles in reverse. But you get the picture. You get the vision. Let's go on this side. Okay. Trap the hand. Pivot. Pivot all the way back. Now right here, this is where a lot of people mess things up. You start to go this way. I want you to turn that hand, thumb over the top as well. Turn it back towards him, roll the wrist. Last time. Focus on the grip, please, up by Bailey. Trap. Pivot. Pivot. Right here. Rotate. Thumb over the top too. Back towards him and roll it like a motorcycle reverse. Okay. Moving on. Now we're on red 2. This is one of my favorite moves. Okay? He's going to come at me over the top. I'm moving on the octagon and make him miss. I'm moving at 11 o'clock, shuffling out of the way. The left hand, well, the first priority is learn to get out of the way. But now my left hand is going to deflect as my right hand comes underneath. My left hand deflects as my right hand comes underneath. Right here. Left, boom. From here, I'm going to shuffle in behind him, shoot this arm over the top. Now, if you're like me, and most of your opponents are taller than you, I like to push from the lower back right here to get them a little more level. Now I reach around, grab the bicep, hand behind the head, and flex. Watch again. 1, 2, shuffle behind, push. Now we don't pull back here with this hand. This hand's in the lower back as this arm's reaching. That's what's going to off balance him. Come around. We went over the rear naked choke just a week or two ago. Okay, last time. 1, 2. Watch the hands. Senpai Bailey, can you focus on the hands? My left hand is going to deflect. My right hand's going to come underneath. And we shuffle behind. 2 shuffles to be in the correct position here. Rear naked choke. Okay, good. Round 2. Attacker does a big Rocky Balboa style hook punch. He's crazy angry at you for grabbing that 1 bottle of hand sanitizer left at the grocery store. Now he comes at you and you're gonna burst. Boom. Okay, now this time he doesn't have a knife, so I like to go right at this guy. So I'm gonna move straight in. Where a circle ends, a line begins. And I'm gonna blast him with my blade of my arm right in the bicep, the other blade of my arm right in the throat. Here. From here, I'm gonna lift his chin, off balance him. Now I'm gonna cut straight through. 1, 2, punching ki. Again, slide this way.
Who's sensei?
First. Okay, so notice my arms are like this. I'm not going at his arm that's attacking. He's coming in a circle. I'm going straight at 12. One arm's gonna catch the bicep, one arm's gonna catch the throat. Boom, right there. Lift the chin. Usually, their mouth is gonna be open. When you lift the chin, they bite their tongue. Lift the chin, step. 1, 2, punching ki. All right. Black belts. So yesterday we had a separate black belt video for our throws. We're not going to do that today. Just to review, our throw for the black belts yesterday was a hand throw from the standard clinch in the box. I'm just going to demonstrate it once because today's throw is very, very similar. Okay, so I have a standard clinch. We're in a defensive stance. Joshu.
Who's sensei?
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're in a defensive stance. This hand is here. So yesterday we stepped into the box. That means my feet are inside the frame of his feet. I'm square, my hips are square with his hips. I lifted and I dumped. Today, we're gonna do a standard clinch hand throw across the box. So just so we see here, if Joshu's standing here, if my feet are placed even with his or inside of his like this, and we're pretty much parallel and our hips are lined up, that's in the box. When I have one outside that frame, this is outside the box or across the box. So this throw is going to be the same hand positions, same concept, but we're outside the box for this throw. This is hand throw number 2. Okay? So from here, I'm stepping, instead of stepping here inside the frame, I'm stepping across the frame. Now, this is a little bit different throw. It's going to be more on his hip. Up and over. Again, losing my drawers. Technical difficulties. Okay, we're good. Oh, that was close. I wouldn't want to have him in midair and my drawers drop. That would be embarrassing.
That would be.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So again, remember, the first throw when we did yesterday, we stepped in the box, in the box. This throw, we're coming across the box. So I don't need really that second step with my left leg. That left leg's already in position. So I go across the box, still have to bend my knees and enter low, and now we lift with our hips and right over the top. You love that knee in the ribs, don't you? Of course I do. So again, one more time. When we did it in the box, this foot moved, then the left foot dropped back. When we're going across the box, that right foot is coming out here. We're going right into that throw. This is already in position. Knees bent and lift. All right, now, if you have a partner that you don't want to be thrown to the ground, all we do here is do the lift. It's fine, you get the same training. Focus on entering, and then lift. And then come back, enter, and lift.
Wee.
Okay? Watch the hand position here. This hand has to invert as it's holding onto the gi. Stance. Across the box. Boom. What am I going to say? Good help is hard to find.
That's what I was going to say.
All right, guys. So, those are your self-defenses for today. Like yesterday, we want you to work on some alternates. Remember, alternates do not have to be complicated. Alternates are your variations of defenses for what we do. Use your own things, use your own style, use your own, not style, but flavor, and find your own defenses for the attacks. For example, white 2, person grabs on. Huh! Pretty simple, right? Palm strike right to the face. That'll do it. Ready? Huh! 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 That'll do it, right? Huh! That'll do it. Here, here. Double wrist lock. Hit. Oh yeah. Knee to the face. Okay. We can do double wrist the opposite way. Hit. Okay. All kinds of things you can do. Remember, it doesn't have to be fancy to be effective, but the higher the rank you are, the more you should be able to add to it. I want to see more than just adding another simple strike, but show us some other concepts and so forth as you're going. All right? So guys, we are in week 8. Week 8 of this quarantine. Week 8 of not being able to be on the mat. And I know it's starting to wear on people. I know it's wearing on me. I'm frustrated. I'm anxious. I'm dying to get back on the mat with you. I'm dying to get back to teaching in person. So guys, we're going to talk about something that we talk about all the time here. That's our non-quitting spirit. Now you're sitting here saying, well, that was our mat chat a while ago. You're right. It was like 6 weeks ago. If you've trained with me for any time, any period of time, you know that I go over things over and over and over again because that's how we learn them. The non-quitting spirit is learning to not give up when things become tough, when things become challenging, when things become not new and exciting anymore. I know that training virtually is not the same as training with us on the mat. I know that it's not the same experience that you get with the camaraderie from your classmates and the personal experience of having an instructor watch what you're doing and physically put you in new positions. I get it. But what you can't do is use that as the excuse to give up on your journey. You can't use that as the excuse to become another martial arts statistic. How many people quit their journey during the pandemic? I'm telling you right now, guys, students are dropping out of martial arts schools across the country in droves. By the end of this pandemic, there will be 50% less martial arts schools across the country because students didn't stick with the schools. We're blessed. You're still training, and we thank you for that because you've exercised a non-quitting spirit. But guys, we're not there yet. We don't know when we're going to be open. I won't get into politics during this chat, but my frustration is growing with certain decision makers that keep pushing back our reopening and pushing back our reopening. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep teaching. I'm going to keep training. I'm going to keep going to keep Lima alive. Now we need you to do the same. Non-quitting spirit. Don't let anything get in your way of accomplishing your goals. Overcome all obstacles. Never give up. And don't use this as an excuse to derail your martial art training and your martial art journey. Keep being Lima strong. All right, guys. So we're going to continue with our theme of grappling. Yesterday, we started with the guard. We worked into a guillotine. And then we did a Kimura. And the black belts even took it into an omoplata, right? Today, we're not having a separate black belt video, but we are doing 3 variations of an armbar from the guard. Okay, so Senpai Bailey, as we're working here, let me demonstrate the first couple times, but then as needed, especially in the 3rd variation, you're gonna have to do a little zooming in, okay? After we go through each ones, all right? And we're gonna be on the ground so you can tilt the camera down a little too. All right, so for the first one, I'm gonna be on my back. This one is for white, yellow, orange. White, yellow, orange, and this is going to be a double armbar from the guard. Okay, we always talk about when you're inside somebody's guard, you're not gonna extend your arms straight. These are all the reasons why, okay? So we're inside this guard here. Joshu's inside the guard. For whatever reason, he thinks he can choke me from in here. Maybe he's even silly enough to try to work a cross choke in here. Okay, and he gets his arms straight, or whatever it is, or he's trying to push me down, okay, as I'm trying to hit him. I'm gonna grab at his wrists. I'm gonna throw my legs up on his shoulders. Boom, right up there. Then from here, I squeeze my knees together. Don't let his hands slide. I have to pin him to my chest. If I let his hands slide, there's no lock. So I keep these here, I squeeze my knees, and I hip up.
Tap, tap, tap.
Okay. Knucklehead. Okay, so again, it's kind of hard to tap here. Don't tap your partner's face, wise guy. Just say tap, 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 or Uncle Sensei. Okay? Squeeze your knees together and hips up. Now, let's turn sideways. Okay, from the guard, he reaches with 2. I want you to pay special attention to how my hips leave the ground. I'm not just doing this. I'm going to thrust my hips up to the sky. My hips right here are going to actually make contact with his elbow right there. Pin this, hips up. You can see underneath my butt right here. Keep this squeezed and hips up. You don't like this one? Your feet are hurting. Okay, grab on one more time. Here, up, squeeze, and here. Make sure you say tap, tap, tap out loud. That's white, yellow, and orange, double armbar. Upper belts, remember, you're reviewing anything that precedes your level curriculum for the day. All right, so now, stand back. We're going to the single armbar. Now, this guy's inside the guard, and he's a knucklehead. He tries to reach with one hand. Maybe he was trying to pass the guard, so he's got this, but he let this hand get loose. Let it get straight. From here, whichever side this arm is on, first priority, secure it. I don't want it going anywhere. From here, I'm going to take the foot that's on the same side as his arm, plant. Now you can plant that foot on the floor or on the hip. Boom. We're using that to shrimp out. Now, again, don't let this go. I'm kicking this leg up over his head onto his opposite shoulder, and this foot's going to come up. For some reason, you guys feel like you have to lace this out. Don't do that. Doesn't matter if his other arm's there. That's fine. Don't let this arm spin. Hips up. There's your arm bar. Okay? Turn it this way. One arm, right? From here. Don't zoom too much yet, Bailey.
Listen, say.
Foot down. Shrimp out. Don't move your head. Over the top. Don't let this arm slide or you are getting passed. Okay? Over the top. You cannot get this leg over the top without that shrimp. Over the top. Bring your other leg up. Cross them or not. Doesn't matter. Right here, drive the hips. If he falls, you just keep the arm bar. Okay, come back up. If here he rolls and goes belly down, here, be extremely careful. This armbar is super tight, but you don't let go whether he falls back or forward. Okay? Turn it this way one more time. We're here. Watch. Foot can go on the floor to shrimp, or foot can plant on the hip Bailey, you're too zoomed in right now.
You should say.
Foot can go here and shrimp. Kick over the top. Come up. And there's your arm bar. Okay, so that's your single arm bar when the person gives you the arm. But as you grapple better and better people, they're not going to just give you the arm, okay? So that single arm bar was for green on up. But now, a more advanced variation of this is how do we set this arm bar up? So this one's gonna be purple and above. Purple and above all the way through black. We're gonna create the arm bar opportunity here. So this guy knows not to extend his arms. He keeps his arms in tight as he's trying to work around inside my guard. So this is just another variation of how we get there. His arms are in here. That doesn't need wire. Okay? His arms are in here. I'm going to decide which way I want. I want this arm, so I'm going this way. Pin the arms. I'm going to plant on his hip. I'm going to reach between his legs. I'm using that push. I'm not shrimping. I'm spinning. Spinning like I'm breakdancing. I use a hook underneath his leg to get me to turn. Now I bring this over the top, and my arm bar is right there. Okay, it's super tight. Doesn't even have to get fully extended. The elbow's locked here. If he slips out of there and slips that arm free, you also have an inverted arm bar here. Just put this right on the back of the elbow. Okay, watch again. So I'm here. I'm fishing this, and I'll turn this so you can see in a second. Between his legs, and I'm planting the other foot on his hip to turn me. Come over the head. Arm bar.
Yep.
Turn this way.
You should say.
Okay, again, I want this arm. So I plant on that hip. I'm pinning that arm down. Reach between the legs. Remember, I'm not shrimping on this one. I'm spinning. See how my opposite leg climbs his back? Come over the head.
Tap, tap.
Okay? Spin, spin, spin. Spin, spin, spin. Okay. One last time. Same arm I'm doing. Trap it. Plant the foot. Watch this hand. Bailey. Watch this hand. I reach between the legs. And that pulls on the leg to help me spin. Watch how this leg climbs his back. Now I come over the top. Boom. All right. There you have it, adult class. We got a lot of self-defense in. Black belt's got a throw in. We talked about the non-quitting spirit. That's a repeating theme here at Leading Edge. Non-quitting spirit. It's the soul of becoming a good martial artist. We worked on our grappling, progressions. Guys, don't push yourselves to try to do above your pay grade. Okay? Work on the things that we gave you and work the stuff below your pay grade. Okay? Keep training hard, guys. If you have questions, shoot me an email. SenseiRob@leadingedgema.com. If you need a chat, if you need a motivational chat, I'm here for you guys. We'll set up a private Zoom call. Even if you just want to chat and tell me how you've been, I'd love to hear from you guys. Love to hear from you guys. They're not just for private lessons. We'll set up a private Zoom and just say hello. Love to see you guys. I see the kids on live chats all the time. We don't see you, the adult students, very often. So join us on there. One last thing, guys. I'm going to ask you for a favor. Leading Edge Martial Arts is grinding it out to continue your martial art journey and to keep our school alive. You're doing your first part by training, and we thank you for being Lima Strong. But as you think about this, and as you're sitting at home in this quarantine, you know friends, you know neighbors, you know family members whose gyms have closed, whose summer sports and spring sports have been canceled, who are starting to get frustrated because they don't have outlets for their energy. We are still enrolling new students at Leading Edge Martial Arts for our Lima Online program. Please spread the word. Let others know. Help Leading Edge stay alive by getting other people involved. Share the Leading Edge with your friends. Send them to me. They can email me at info@leadingedgema.com. info@leadingedgema.com. Send us, I would love everybody to send us at least one referral. Somebody you know will benefit, especially right now, by beginning their martial art journey. Thanks for being Lima Strong. Thanks for your continued support. And we'll see you online tomorrow. Woos.